Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Grim Dawn. We're playing with a Drain Essence Death Knight on Hardcore Ultimate difficulty, and we're standing in front of the lair of the Loghorrean. This episode is going to be the episode when we're going to face down the Loghorrean and hopefully not die trying. So last episode we found the mythical Voidwalker footpads. After the episode I swapped my old boots for the new boots and ended up having to shift a bunch of resistances around. My shield now has the Outcast's Bastion in them for the additional ether resistance, same for the weapon. And in the helmet we now have the Outcast warding as well for some ether resistance as well. So ether is now at 1% overcapped. Chaos 16% overcapped, so we're doing a little bit better there than before. Everything is now still maxed. The boots, the stats they give are a little bit different than the old one. We lost a little bit of energy regen, we lost a little bit of health, we lost some offensive and defensive ability. But in return, we have the Voidwalker. It's almost like an aura. If you walk, there's actually a nice purple trail behind me now. The boots are positively glowing. And if we get hit, we should get a damage shield that protects us against poison, vitality and chaos damage, as well as more chaos retaliation damage. And I don't think the chaos retaliation is active now. No, the aura needs to be up for that. So we'll have to see. The retaliation damage should be nice and helpful. Right now we got about 1,000 points of retaliation. This on top just makes it better. Lost a little bit of health. We were at 15,200, and we lost 800 health in total from the swap. But I think the damage shield is going to be worth it. Well, look at that. We have a Voidwalker thing active now. And yeah, so we are now nicely resistant, and there should be a chaos retaliation on there as well. 1,000 to nearly 4,000. So on average that's gonna be 2,500. So with the other damage, that's about 3,500 points of retaliation damage. It's not too bad. Already have the spectral warding and things like that. So there's a lot of fun stuff happening here. If my understanding of damage shields is correct, then effectively the damage shield is only applied instead of taking health damage. So all other resistances and all kinds of damage absorption effects, no, the per hit damage absorption effects, things like that, all of them apply. So 10,000 points of damage absorption really does go quite a long way. And as you can see, we have only burned through about 1/3 of our initial shield. Every 20 seconds we get one of those shields, so I think it's going to be good. It does depend on when the cooldown kicks in. If it's after it expires or from the moment you get it, well, we'll just have to see. I mean, if it disappears and instantly reappears, then I know it's in the best possible way. If that is not what happens, then it's working in a slightly less optimal fashion. I do have to remember, once we go for the fight, there's the Royal Jelly Essence granting 10% extra health and energy, and there is also the Royal Jelly Ointment granting extra health regeneration. Before we go into the boss fight, I really should drink those potions. They last for quite a while, and I hope that I don't need to drink them more times, because then the fight is going to last longer than I would like it to. Then again, with the commando it did last much longer. That was a 20 or 25 minute fight. Ooh, Bing galore, you are early. Or are you just a random spawn? No, I don't think you are. I think you're one of the bosses here. Oh, look at that purple shield thing. It is actually just getting back here. So that is good. So it looks like the cooldown is not after the fact, but it is indeed from spawning. Yeah, it instantly reappears, so that is good. But just can manage to not stand in the middle of poison while fighting, then Everything should be good. Let's reapply some energy here. Okay, so this is one of the warm-up bosses. The easiest of the three. Well, easiest is deceptive. Let's not call it easiest of the three. Because different characters have difficulties with different bosses. And this one has a lot of damage over time. If you can just sustain through it, then that's okay. Positioning helps you a lot. The next boss will have some add-ons, so there's it's a different style of fight. So some characters have more difficulties with that one. Ekatanu. How do I get to you? But of course there's so many cultists here, there's so much chaos damage, there's so much poison damage, vitality damage. The Voidwalkers are definitely good boots to have here. I'm very happy I found them.
That skill's not
Hello. How are you today? Did I knock you down? Yeah, that's what you get for being a regular hero. Not as much protection from the elements and crowd control effects as your more powerful hero or more important colleagues. Okay, hello, you are very eager to get here. Okay, these guys are sturdy. But they end up dead anyway. Turning, turning, turning. Gotta keep on turning through the enemies. And yeah, let's go here. And there are more. So if memory serves me correctly, this is roughly the direction to head into. Let's just drink an energy potion just to get that energy filled up again. Oh, hello everybody. Also eager. Yeah, see, this is the room where the slug void parasite boss should have been. It was early, or maybe I managed to lure it out. That is also possible. Very hopefully there is a meal here if you have lost your constitution. But I think I'm okay. If you're not playing on hardcore, it's always a good point to just put down a portal here. If you die, then at least you don't have to slug through in the first place. Okay, so my damage is suffering a little bit from some curses. There's not a lot we can do about that as a Necromancer. You just gotta take what comes your way. Oh, that looks icky. Ah, that's a Void Leech. Okay, enemies are just streaming in. That is perfectly fine. Body blocking each other. That's even better. See if the way is open today or whether I have to walk around, because there are some random barriers in the doorways. One of the things to consider, the Voidwalker boots with the damage shield, it is yet another non-aura based defensive layer that we get. So in case we're running into an arcane, that is item based, so it is going to stay up even if the auras get stripped. So especially if the enemy in particular does any of the elements that the aura or the shield protects against. So chaos, vitality, poison, yeah, or acids. If it's one of those elements, then it's going to be a bit of a buffer on top of things, which is going to be very helpful. Especially considering you'll lose a bunch of health if Spectral Spectral Snout Raft, that's the upgrade. Spectral Binding falls off. Yes, that one. Okay, we'll go here. Yeah, okay. Looks like we can just walk to the boss today. That's good. And gotta remember to drink my flasks. Energy management against Loghorrean is gonna be a thing. I might actually have to just withdraw a little bit and recover if I push myself too far. Question is... Actually, I can't go here because it is blocked. Question is, am I gonna do enough damage to be able to just do it on... No, a full health, full energy bar, then a potion, and maybe I can squeeze in a second potion before really running out. We'll have to see. We have a couple of energy recovery mechanics. The tip the skills does have energy leech. It triggers when hit. There's going to be a lot of enemies in there. There's going to be lots of add-ons. So potentially that's going to be good. You are electrified. Happy zappy. There we go. A treasure box. For some reason all they do is drop weapons here. But again, if they're all demons and things like that, they don't really have clothing that is workable. Bloodlord Thalonis, 7 levels above me. 102. He seems highly resistant to damage. On the other hand, doesn't look like he's doing a lot of damage himself. Well, he's doing damage, but it's not in the numbers that really impresses me much. It's just my energy bar that's mostly impressed him. Oh wait, nearly gone, and there you go. Okay, down to 1300 energy and my elixir is nearly recharged. Okay. I think 2 elixirs and then I'll have to wait a little bit before going back on it. It's gonna be a tight squeeze, I think, for the Loghorrean. So we got a Seal of the Void. 1 out of 4, it's fire, chaos and burn damage that gets boosted. And there's some fist to chaos conversion as well as a little bit of attack speed. So, learn that. Okay, so Royal Jelly Ointment. Royal Jelly Essence increases my health and energy pool a little bit. Got some regen. We're up to 216 health regen passively rather than a base 160. Let's Loghorrean. Send in the Ogrim. Okay, he's only level 98. He's lower level than the other buddy. Okay. So let's go with a first strategy of just focusing on the Loghorrean and ignoring everything else as long as I can get away with it. Ogrim's gonna die soon, then we're gonna get some add-ons. Okay. Second stage. Okay, these guys I'd like to take out since they're just a one-off spawn. Let's drink my energy whenever I can. And look at that, they go down quickly. Shout at them a little, go back in. I got a sneaking suspicion that the shield of my boots is gonna do a lot of double duty today. Oh, it's gonna be absorbing a lot of damage. Okay, another energy flask. That's the second one, I think. But definitely this is going way smoother than with the commando. That's for sure. Okay, last stage. Now he is really angry.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, my energy is also... Okay, another drink. It's difficult to time now. Okay, doing a lot of damage. Let's overguard here. Keep draining. Let's get rid of some of the tentacles here. Shout a little. Okay, and now I need to run and wait for the energy to recover. It's not that I don't want to, but it's because I must. Okay. So far I haven't felt the need to use that overguard very often, which is good. And Loghorrean is gone. The very strong damage over time component of Drain Essence, of course, keeps applying damage even when I'm not firing at the thing. So there's something to be said, excuse me, there's something to be said for doing more hit and running. But in this case, it was purely energy management that forced me to do the hit and running. It was not, though, the panic of not staying alive. So now it is time to loot things. Chilling Grasp of Haggarod, that sounds inquisitorial. Aetherstorm Sigil. That sounds fancy. Okay, got a couple more other things. And it's just those three. Okay. So what did we get? Chilling Grasp of Haggarod. That, of course, implies Inquisitor. But then what I see is Chilling Rounds, that is indeed Inquisitor. Then we got Veil of Shadow, that's Nightblade. And then we have Granado, that's a Demolitionist. And it also boosts all relevant skills by some points. Okay. Mythical Aetherstorm Sigil, that is part of a Stormcaller's Pact Devastation set. That's more of a... And there's Wind Devils and Reckless Power, so yeah, that's Shamani. Okay, not the thing for me. We got ourselves a Mythical Amarestan Sigil, level 94 ring. That's of course, well, Amaresta's Quick Cut and Blade Burst. And it's all hands techniques, so there's Nightblade with Soldier. Well, another blueprint, that is good. Okay. Wait, I shouldn't go into the void, I should actually go out and I should go to town. That's the other portal I should take. Because usually the Inquisitor gives us a new mythical item. Speak with the Squishitor. So this conversation is also the one, if you still want to use the Seer, go to Devil's Crossing first, talk with the Seer, respect your points. Once we have this chat, Devil's Crossing is gonna get invaded by that ethereal thing, and the Seer is gonna die.
You've returned.
The beast was banished. So we got a mythical sovereign ruby of domination.
Marks humanity's first major victory in this conflict, proving that we are not going to simply lie down and let ourselves be wiped out by fiends and spirits.
So how can I help? We trigger the movie.
Good, you're back.
Let's see.
I struggle to
Continue on the quest. What do you have in mind? I will help you. Then I will get your side quests.
My father and I were part of a small group.
And I will find your father for you. And let's see. The pendant. Then we also have create frying pan. Yep, we have the frying pan. And there was something about domination. Yes. Amulet. There's some health on here. Elemental resist. A very solid amount of elemental resist. Bit of skill, cooldown reduction. Master of Death, +2. That is... Actually, that's the summoner version of the endgame skill for the Necro. And there's also Bones of Bismiel and summon Briarthorn. So again, there's a... Oh wait, wasn't Bones of Bismiel also on the Shaman? It's either Shaman or Occultist. And then Briarthorn is Shaman, of course. Damage and crit bonus for pets, and then Sovereign skill, 30-second recharge, 15 duration, bonus to crit and offensive ability, and also for pets as well as a very nice damage bonus. So yeah, this definitely has a very strong summoner slant to it. And Shrewd Loghorrean's Corruption of the Wolverine. It grants a bonus to Obrex, Ether Ray, Doombolt, and Flames of Ignifar. So that is Arcanist, Occultist, and Inquisitor. And it has a bunch of stats and offensive ability bonuses. But I guess it's those are from the random things, and it's just skill bonuses that you get from the item itself. Well, I guess if you're playing one of those classes and using those skills, the Loghorrean might be a farmable boss that you want to go for. Okay, but the most important thing is we survived the ordeal. Loghorrean lies dead. So the next step is going to be the hidden path. So yeah, hidden path, we're gonna do that in next episode in just one go. So not gonna tie that to the end here. And after that, Gloombolt also has his own episode. So I'm gonna thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next episode on the hidden path. Bye bye.